we should be outraged. Why? Because our republic is under attack. Our Republican form of government's been under attack. We're seeing it in its worst form with the assault on President Trump. But we've all been through it already, haven't we? Remember the Tea Party? Who participated in the Tea Party here? Well, you were all a big problem for Barack Obama in 2012 as he was seeking re-election. So what did he do? He and his friends in the Democratic Party weaponized the IRS to try to suppress your First Amendment rights and abuse the IRS to target you and suppress the Tea Party in 2012. And it helped him steal the election in 2012. He suppressed the entire political movement against him. And you know who they worked with to do that? Because Judicial Watch uncovered the documents. The FBI and the Justice Department. Robert Mueller's FBI, Obama's DOJ, was colluding with Lois Lerner's IRS to think of ways to prosecute the very groups that Lois Lerner was suppressing. And only because the scandal broke, that effort to try to jail his political opponents become undone. But the lesson was learned. They knew they could use the weapons of government, the government agencies, to guarantee election results. So 2016 comes around, and Judicial Watch is doing what Judicial Watch does, which is suing the government for government documents about things they don't want you to know about, like Benghazi, like IRS, like Fast and Furious. And in doing that, we found the Clinton emails. And so that was a big problem for Hillary Clinton and for the Obama administration that had so much invested in putting Hillary Clinton back into the presidency, or into the presidency. Well, arguably never mind. We wonder who sometimes was running the Bill Clinton administration. And Judicial Watch uncovered those emails. Now, I know many of you wonder why Hillary Clinton wasn't prosecuted and why isn't she being prosecuted now? That's a topic I'll get to a little bit later. But they had a major problem because the Clinton email scandal was getting worse and worse thanks to Judicial Watch. We were getting documents out. We were deposing witnesses. We were uncovering pay-to-play at the State Department and the Clinton Foundation. She faced significant legal and criminal liability. What was the solution? Let's figure out how to use the DOJ, the NSA, the FBI, the State Department, the Obama White House, the Office of Director of National Intelligence, all the King's forces, all the King's men, to try to target President Trump with illegal spying and smears. No Clinton email scandal, no Clinton campaign. You would have had no Russia dossier, no Spygate targeting of President Trump. They had done it in 2012, and they tried to do it again in 2016. The difference is it didn't work. President Trump won, despite those efforts. But they didn't give up because they saw this Russiagate hoax as an opportunity to freeze the Trump administration with special counsels and continued spying, even on the president himself once he became president. And of course, they needed to protect themselves from any serious criminal investigation. Remember, Obama knew about Hillary Clinton's emails. We found material that the Obama White House orchestrated the cover-up. The Clinton email scandal was an Obama scandal, was an FBI scandal, was a Justice Department scandal. Well, let's freeze the Justice Department under President Trump with the King Mueller operation to guarantee that nothing's done against Hillary Clinton and her co-conspirators in the Obama administration. And yet, that still didn't work. Because now we have a new Attorney General Barr who isn't afraid of the deep state, who isn't afraid of Hillary Clinton, isn't afraid of asking these tough questions. And I don't know if he's going to prosecute Hillary Clinton, but I do think he's going to consider it carefully, which would be a remarkable change of pace here in Washington, D.C., or there in Washington, D.C. Imagine enforcing the rule of law as opposed to putting people above the rule of law. You know, and whether or not Hillary Clinton's been prosecuted, there's been rough justice for Hillary Clinton. Now, we didn't do this to get Hillary or keep her out of the presidency. I didn't know she was going to run for president. Judicial Watch didn't know she was going to run for president. We just wanted the documents about Benghazi. Believe it or not, we still consider Benghazi to be a major Obama-Clinton scandal. And we wanted all the truth on it. Yes, she wasn't prosecuted, but I tell you what, if the American people were sitting as a grand jury on Election Day, she sure was indicted, wasn't she? But the attack, the coup cabal targeting President Trump continues. You have the Democrats in the House, whose party was behind this dossier along with Hillary Clinton, harassing him with subpoenas. You have a judicial harassment, where you have these out-of-control judges who don't like President Trump throwing the rule of law out of the window to oppose his policies or upend his policies. And then, of course, you still have the Justice Department, who is yet to be sanctioned or disciplined or prosecuted, you name it, for the targeting of President Trump. And so what's going to happen next? The rule of law needs to prevail. You know, the president isn't above the law, but he's not beneath the law. And as far as I'm concerned, the illegal targeting of President Trump is the worst government corruption scandal in American history.